there. What we got today?
You ready? Are we ready, Lauren?
Meeting will please come to order. This is the duly advertised meeting of the Joliet Zoning Board of Appeals. In our capacity, we hear petitions for relief from the strict provisions of our city ordinance. Matters of this type, the decision of this board is final. In respect, it does not go to the mayor or the city council for any further action. If you disagree with our decision, you do have recourse in a court of record. We also hear petitions for variations of land use. In matters of this type, we act as an advisory board to the mayor and city council, making a recommendation either for or against it. Final decision on land use is made by the mayor and the city council. Secretary, pull the board.
Mr. Bias?
Here.
Ms. Radakovich?
Here.
Mr. Nachtrieb?
Here.
Mr. Riggs?
Here.
Ms. Rohr?
Here.
Mr. Hennessy?
Here.
First order would be approval of minutes from the July 18th meeting.
Motion would be in order.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have motion and second to approve petition. Pull the board.
Ms. Radakovich?
Aye.
Mr. Nachtrieb?
Aye.
Mr. Riggs?
Aye.
Ms. Rohr?
Aye.
Mr. Bias?
Aye.
Mr. Hennessy?
Aye.
Next would be citizens to be heard on agenda items. You can speak now on an agenda item if you'd like, but also know during this meeting we'll let you speak when the case is called. But anyone wanting to speak now can do so. Seeing none, we can go to old business, public hearing. We have one on here. Petition number 2024-34. The applicant owner is Jose Iriaga. The location is 1111 Catherine Street. Request is a variation. Under purpose, the applicant is requesting the following variation to allow an addition to their existing detached garage at 1111 Catherine Street. Variation is to reduce the required setback in the rear yard of a through lot from 30 feet to 23 feet. Zoning Board of Appeals makes the final decision on this variation request. Under site-specific information, the subject site is 11,925 square feet and contains a 1.5-story residence built around 1952 and a detached garage. Property is a through lot with frontage on Catherine Street and the rear yard along Wagner Avenue. The existing 16-foot by 24-foot detached garage has driveway access off Wagner Avenue. The other lots on the block also contain rear detached garages with driveways off Wagner Avenue. Property is zoned R2, single-family residential. The zoning ordinance states that on through lots, the front yard requirements shall apply to all frontages. Therefore, structures in the rear yard of the property need to meet the 30-foot front yard setback requirement for the R2 district. The owner is requesting a variation because the garage addition will have a setback of 23 feet from the rear property line to match the setback of the existing garage. Under surrounding zoning, land use, and character, the property is located in the Briargate subdivision at the southwest corner of Plainfield Road and Ingalls Avenue and is surrounded by other residences with R2 single-family residential zoning. The property is located on a block of through lots between Catherine Street and Wagner Avenue. Under applicable regulations, section 47-6.4, R2 district yard and lot requirements, 47-17.3, yards required for corner and through lots, 47-19.8, finding of fact supporting a variation, and you could refer to the attachment for that. Under discussion, the approval of the requested variation would allow a 660 square foot addition to an existing one-car detached garage. Existing garage is set back 23 feet from the rear property line. The addition will line up with the existing west wall to have the same setback. The owners must request a variation to build the addition closer than the 30 feet to the rear property line of a through lot. Petitioner wishes to expand the garage to have more room to store their vehicles. The new 3-car garage will have a gable roof and 3 garage doors facing Wagner Avenue. The west street-facing side of the garage will be brick, while the rest of the exterior walls will have vinyl siding. The proposed garage is not out of character with other properties in the neighborhood. The other lots along this block of Catherine Street are through lots, most of which have rear detached garages with similar non-conforming setbacks. Plat of survey and garage elevation are attached. Under conditions, we have none, and that concludes our staff report.
The petitioner here? Want to come forward, please? You must swear you in. Do you swear the evidence you're about to present to be the truth under penalty of law?
Yes, sir.
Name and address.
1111 Catherine.
Your address?
My address is 1111 Catherine.
Okay, and do you have any comments?
No.
Any questions by the board? Anyone in the audience wishing to speak in favor? Anyone opposed?
One question. Is he gonna make this 1-car garage a 3-car garage? Is it gonna be a 3-car garage?
Yes.
Okay.
Chair closes petition on the floor and asks the board for discussion and the motion.
I'd like to make a motion that the garage be granted.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the petition. Call the board.
Mr. Nachtrieb?
Aye.
Mr. Riggs?
Aye.
Ms. Rohr?
Aye.
Mr. Bias?
Aye.
Ms. Radakovich?
Aye.
That
Chair-
motion to approve is final.
Chairman
Oh,
Hennessy?
sorry.
Aye.
Next, under new business, public hearing, we have petition 2024-37. The applicant is Michael Saravaresi from Full Steam Staffing. The owner is Essington Investments LLC. Location is 1504 Essington Road, Unit 3. Request is a special use permit. Under purpose, the petitioner is requesting a special use permit to allow a staffing agency within an existing commercial building at 1504 Essington Road. Per the City of Joliet zoning ordinance, temporary employment agencies may be allowed as special uses within the B3 General Business District. Zoning ordinance defines temporary employment agencies as entities engaged in the business of securing or attempting to secure employment of a temporary or finite duration for persons seeking employment. Mayor and City Council make the final decision on the special use request with the advice of the Zoning Board of Appeals in accordance with Section 47-5.2. Under site-specific information, the subject site is approximately 1.1 acres, contains the North Creek Center 5-tenant commercial building. Proposed business would occupy Unit 3, which is approximately 1,500 square feet. Existing tenants include a food and gift store, a printing company, and a physical therapy clinic. The site has 63 parking spaces to serve all of the building tenants. The property is zoned B3 General Business. Under surrounding zoning, land use, and character, the site is located on a commercial section of Essington Road in the Dr. Rao Unit 2 subdivision, which contains several multi-tenant buildings with various retail, service, and office uses. Surrounding zoning and land use for the adjacent properties are as follows. To the north is B3 Commercial with a restaurant, clinic, and offices. To the south is B3 Commercial with restaurant, offices, and Taylor. To the east is B3 Forest Preserve. To the west is B1 Neighborhood Business, medical and professional offices. Under applicable regulations, Section 47-11.2AC, special uses, B1 Neighborhood Business District, and 47-5.2C, criteria for issuance of a special use permit, and you could refer to the attachment for that. Under discussion, the petitioner, Michael Saravaresi, with Full Steam Staffing, is requesting a special use permit to allow Joliet Staffing to locate in a tenant space within the existing commercial building at 1504 Essington Road. Joliet Staffing is a full-service staffing agency that offers full-time, temporary, and direct hire positions for their applicants. They specialize in clerical and skilled light industrial positions for manufacturers, distribution centers, and other organizations. Some of their clients include Ryder Logistics, APL Logistics, and RJW Transport. Joliet Staffing has an existing location in Winooka, Illinois. The proposed use functions as a professional office that would be used for meeting and interviewing applicants and holding orientations and training sessions. The petitioner expects this location to see around 25 to 30 applicants per week. Applicants are seen by appointment only. Once applicants have completed the onboarding and screening process and been selected for employment, they are typically matched to jobs within 24 to 48 hours. This location would have 2 to 4 employees. Proposed hours of operation are 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., Monday through Friday. This request was reviewed by Joliet Economic Development staff, and while a retail use would be preferred at this location, they are not opposed to this request, especially since this building has several current tenant vacancies. Under conditions, if the zoning board desires to approve this special use permit, the following conditions would be included. 1, that the interviewing, hiring, and congregation of temporary day labor employees shall be prohibited within the facility and on the site. 2, that the special use permit would lapse if not obtained later than 180 days. 3, should the property be declared a public nuisance, it shall be subject to a rehearing and a possible revocation of the special use permit. And 4, that the business shall be registered with the city clerk's office. And that concludes our staff report.
Petitioner present. You swear the evidence you're about to present to be the truth under penalty of law.
Yes.
Name and address.
Michael Savarese, 1995 McPherson Court, St. Charles.
Any comments?
No, just that my name pronounced Savarese.
Sorry.
That's all. It's okay. It's a tough one. No, I have no comments.
Okay, the applicants you have coming to your agency, are they related to a specific business, or who are your clients?
The applicants are typically looking for light industrial staffing work, whether it be warehousing or logistics. That seems to be our
So what your major interest is warehousing?
mostly,
generally?
yes.
Okay. Any other questions by the board?
Briefly, walk me through the process in which you provide.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Briefly, walk me through the process that you'd provide.
So we're a light industrial staffing company, so people come in looking for specialized skilled work, and that's what we find them. We find them that type of work, those positions.
Why would they come to you if they go directly to the company and then you get a percentage of what they make at some point, I suppose?
We don't get a percentage of what they make. We charge a markup on top of what they make to the clients. A lot of companies that come to us are looking for seasonal work, so it could be for a temporary position, it could be long-term staffing, either one.
Companies themselves come to you?
Yes.
Any other questions by the board?
Did Joliet have a moratorium on staffing agencies at one time?
We never had an official one. There was never an official moratorium. No.
Any further questions? Anyone in the audience wishing to speak in favor? Is there anyone opposed? Chair closes the petition to the floor.
Motion to deny.
A motion?
Second.
We have a motion and a second to deny the petition. Call the board.
Mr. Riggs?
Aye.
Ms. Rohr?
No.
Mr. Bias?
Aye.
Ms. Radakovich?
Aye.
Mr. Nachtrieb?
No.
Chairman Hennessy?
Aye.
So this would go to the city council on September 16th, 17th with the zoning board's recommendation for denial. And that 16th and 17th would be the scheduled meeting. Check back, anybody interested to see if it's going then.
Okay. Thanks.
Next petition is 2024-38 This is applicant owner is Belvin McDonald. The location is 1318 Ada Street. Request is a variation. The purpose is the applicant is requesting the following variation to allow a roof over their existing front deck at 1318 Ada Street. Variation is to reduce the required front yard setback from 30 feet to 24 feet. Zoning Board of Appeals makes a final decision on this variation request. Under site-specific information, the subject site is a 12,750 square foot double lot, contains a one-story, 676 square foot residence built around 1950 and a detached garage. The homeowner recently built a 6-foot deep wood deck along the front of their house. The proposed roof would cover the new deck. Property is zoned R2, single-family residential. The required front yard setback for the R2 district is 30 feet. Front wall of the house is set back 30 feet. The proposed roof would have a setback of 24 feet. Under surrounding zoning, land use, and character, the property is located in the Forest Park neighborhood and is surrounded by other residences with R2 single-family residential zoning. Under applicable regulations, section 47-6.4, R2 district yard and lot requirements, 47-19.8, finding of fact supporting a variation. Under discussion, the approval of the requested variation would allow a roof over an existing front deck that is set back 24 feet from the front property line. The roof would provide weather protection for the deck and add value to the home. The roof would be a flat roof supported by wooden posts that spans the front of the house. The block of Ada Street has a mix of house styles, with several that include porches with non-conforming setbacks. The proposed covered deck will not be out of character with the neighborhood. A plat of survey and elevation are attached. Under conditions, we have none, and that concludes our staff report.
Petitioner here. You swear that the evidence you're about to present to be the truth under penalty of law.
Yes.
Can I have your name and address, please?
Belvin McDonald, 1318 Ada, Joliet.
Any comments you'd like to make, sir?
No, just trying to better my home.
Okay. Any questions by the board?
How long have you lived there?
7 years.
Any other questions?
I have one for Jim. The setback applies only to the roof, not the deck?
When you cover it, then that setback changes. If it was an unroofed deck, that has different setbacks. You could go into your front yard minimum of 10 feet with an uncovered
I see.
deck.
Okay, thank you. So that, in other words, the deck has always been legal?
Right, yeah, as long as it was not, again,
Okay.
farther out than 10 feet in.
Okay.
Any further questions by the board? Anyone in the audience wishing to speak in favor? Anyone opposed? Chair closes the petition floor and asks the board for discussion.
I'd like to make a motion that it be accepted.
I would second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the petition. Poll the board, please.
Ms. Rohr?
Aye.
Mr. Bias?
Aye.
Ms. Radakovich?
Aye.
Mr. Nachtrieb?
Aye.
Mr. Riggs?
Aye.
Chairman Hennessy.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Vote was to approve and is final. Next is petition number 2024-39. The applicant is Keisha Johnson. Status of the applicant is the business owner. Property owner is Kevin Rieger. Location is 218 South Larkin Avenue. Request is a special use permit. Under purpose, the applicant is requesting a special use permit to allow a massage therapy business in an existing commercial building at 218 South Larkin Avenue. Per the City of Joliet zoning ordinance, massage businesses may be allowed as special uses in the B3 zoning district by the mayor and city council with the advice of the Zoning Board of Appeals in accordance with section 47-5.2. Under site-specific information, the subject site is approximately 0.8 acres and contains a 3,000 square foot commercial building built around 1974, an accessory parking lot. The building is occupied by a salon suite, which has 16 private salon suites for rent to businesses such as hair salons and nail salons. Parking lot has around 27 spaces to serve the entire building. Property is zoned B3 General Business. Under surrounding zoning, land use, and character, the property is located in a commercial section of Larkin Avenue and to the west of the Idleside residential subdivision. Surrounding zoning and land use for the adjacent properties are as follows. To the north is B3 Commercial. It's unoccupied former gas station. To the south is B3 Commercial. To the east is R2 Residential, and to the west is B3 Commercial. Under applicable regulations, Section 47-13.2AH, Special Uses, B3 District, 47-5.2C, Criteria for Issuance of a Special Use Permit. You could refer to the attachment. Under discussion, the petitioner and business owner, Keisha Johnson, is requesting approval of a special use permit to allow a massage therapy business, Kobe's Massage Therapist, LLC, in a tenant space in the Salon Suites at 218 South Larkin Avenue. Petitioner has had an active massage therapy license for 15 years. They have been at this location for around 5 years. They were recently contacted by Business Services and informed that they needed a business license and a special use permit for a massage therapy business. Petitioner has already completed the background check as part of their city business license application. Business operates within a set of salon suites that contain a variety of beauty-related businesses, such as hair salons and eyelash studios. Each suite has its own separate entrance from the interior building corridor. Tenant space in question is an approximately 9-foot by 15-foot salon suite. Petitioner is the only employee of their business. Hours of operation are Sunday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. There is sufficient parking for the building tenants. Within the accessory parking lot, a floor plan and business license application are attached. Proposed business is located along a commercial corridor and surrounded by retail and service uses. The massage therapy business will not be harmful to or impede the use and development of other businesses and operations within the area. Under conditions, if the zoning board desires to approve the special use permit, the following conditions would be included. 1, that the city business license shall be obtained. 2, that the special use granted shall herein terminate if not obtained within 180 days. And 3, should the property be declared a public nuisance, it shall be subject to a rehearing and a possible revocation of the special use permit. And that concludes our staff report.
Petitioner here. Swear you in. Do you swear the evidence you're about to present to be the truth under penalty of law?
Yes.
Your name and address?
Keisha Johnson, 797 Oxbow, Oswego.
Okay, any comments you'd like to make?
He said, I've been doing this for 15 years now. I decided to open my business 5 years ago. I've done day spas and chiropractors for my whole career. And I feel like everyone was just treated as a number. And I just wanted to start my business to treat people like family and be more concerned about their healing and well-being.
Do you require referrals from doctors, or can anyone walk in to get
Anyone can walk in. I do, okay, so I do ask that appointments is made, not walk-in, so you do have to make an appointment. You can't walk in, but no, I don't expect referrals from doctors, no.
How many employees do you have?
It's just myself.
Just yourself?
Or you have to be certified for this?
Yes, I've been a licensed massage therapist since 2014. I've been a massage therapist since 2010. When I received my diploma, I was immediately hired right out of school from a chiropractor. I took my test, and as I was waiting for my test, the chiropractor let me know that I could work under their license. So then I was with them for some years, and when I decided to move further, I accommodated my license as a massage therapist.
Any further questions by the board? there anyone in the audience wishing to speak in favor? Come forward. Come on up here. You swear the evidence you're about to present to be the truth on the penalty of law.
I do.
Yes or no?
Good afternoon to you all. My name's Angela Gutierrez, and I've been a client of Ms. Johnson's for about 5 years now. She's one of the nicest individuals that I've encountered who has offered a safe haven and a clean and safe environment for all the community. This location is easily accessible. Previously, I was venturing out to seek massage therapy in Bolingbrook and in Orland Park. This is right off of Larkin. I can get on 80 and be there within a matter of minutes. She's one of Joliet's hidden gems. She truly has the hands of an angel, and I hope to continue to utilize her service for the near future. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there another lady back there? Do you swear the evidence you're about to present to be the truth on the penalty of law?
I swear.
Name and address.
My name? My name is Gina Rodriguez Cepero, and my address is 5001 Montauk Drive, Plainfield, Illinois. And my husband and I have resided there since 2006. Hello, and thank you for allowing me and Keisha to be here today for this opportunity to talk about her and her business. In 1995, while I was working my corporate job for GE Medical, where I managed the mammography business for the entire Midwest for Jack Welch for 10 years, I unfortunately hurt my back in 1995 when I bent over improperly. Even though I'm a nurse, I bent over improperly at a trade show, and I lifted a very heavy box, which hurt my back. Long story short, I resided in the Gold Coast in my own condo, and I didn't get any better. I had excellent health care. I was seeing the top Northwestern doctors, and I was not getting better. What happened was I sustained a soft tissue injury that proceeded to get much, much worse as it grew and grew and grew. I ended up spending a year in the Spinal Institute of Chicago for 1 solid year. I have been to hundreds and thousands of massage therapists all over the state of Illinois and all over the Midwest, and I go to Florida for the winter, and I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on massage, and I have never, ever, ever met someone like Keisha that is as skilled and as professional as she is. Number one, I met her 5 years ago looking for massage therapy, and I would explain Keisha as this way. She is a true professional, and I have a very strong personality. She's insightful, intelligent, motivated, considerate, funny, relatable, and a very hard worker. Strong business mind, morally based. And I bring that up because a lot of people in massage therapy, we all know across the country, there's always these people that do things they shouldn't do in massage therapy. And Keisha does not do any of that, nor would she ever even consider that. And I think that's a positive for her, obviously. Because I don't know, a lot of these massage people, they do other things other than massage, but that is not Keisha, and it never would be. She's invested in herself and her community. She actually spent 2 weeks in Thailand training from Thailand experts on other types of therapy, which has immensely helped me, such as stretching and breathing and moving your body parts like your knees together, your legs together, pulling your neck. In other words, stretching exercises that can help reduce a lot of pain that can sort of be stuck in fascia around muscles and bone. It is released. And that is another reason she is so effective. She is honest and fair and an excellent massage therapist and a practitioner. I've been going to her for 5 years, and I've never not had her ask, what are we working on today? She constantly reminds us all to hydrate and to live somewhat of a holistic, healthy life. I find that phenomenal that she asks every time, even though she knows me, what are we working on today? Because it is something different. She would never move forward with a business requiring any additional paperwork or legal pieces of paper had she not, she didn't know. She was somewhat a business rookie. She runs a good, clean business, and that's the only reason she didn't have all of this paperwork done. Obviously, I support her and hope that her massage therapy can continue. I am certain that there are hundreds of people she could help get off medication, even low-income people that are in the area that she could help and probably does help that couldn't be here today. And finally, my husband, who works for the State Department of Financial and Professional Regulation for 17 years, he sees her as well, and he has been greatly affected. And I guess I just say, holistically, it's great to not have to take medication, but to have a therapist to go to that you know you're going to get a darn good massage from a totally true professional, and that you will walk out of there and have a lot less pain. And I just think there's probably a lot of people that don't have a lot of money, and that's understood, that could use Keisha's help. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak? Do you swear the evidence you're about to present to be the truth on the penalty of law?
Yes.
Name and address.
My name is Dr. Tracy Metcalf. I'm at 1000 South Hamilton Street in Lockport, Illinois. I am a patient of Keisha's. And one thing I can say about her, she's very knowledgeable with this profession. She's a gem to the community. Where she's located is perfect for those that's coming from the east side or the west side. I work in the community, and I work with a lot of low-income populations, and partnering with Keisha to bring her service to those individuals as we talk about mental health and physical health, she's a gem. She brings in the expertise and knowledge that is needed for different populations that cannot afford. Actually, on August 25th, she will be at Second Baptist Church partnering with me, offering free massages to the community to introduce them into physical wellness. So I think she's a gem to the Joliet community, and it will be a disservice for her not to be continuing doing business with us and with the community that she serves.
Anyone else? Those going to talk, let me swear you both in. You swear the evidence you're about to present is the truth under penalty of law.
Yes.
Name and address.
Kelly Zarobski. I live at 1111 Kensington Street in Shorewood.
Judy Donnelly. I live at, oh my God, I forgot my address. 1106 Kensington Street. So what happens when you get old?
Yeah. So I've been seeing Keisha for over 5 years, and I've been going to her monthly. I can't say enough about what an amazing licensed massage therapist she is. And I think it would be a shame if we couldn't continue to go visit her in her current location.
Thank you.
I had another massage.
Slow that down.
I'm going to have to. I had another massage therapist for a number of years who unfortunately passed away from cancer, and had looked and was almost afraid to try other massage therapists for fear of all the negativity you've heard about them, until my neighbors started to mention this young lady here. And so I gave her a try, and she really is a great massage therapist, and she helps a great deal. She's located in a great spot. The benefits are great. I see her on a monthly basis just to help take the kinks out, and I really hope you will let her stay in the area. I don't want to have to try to find another one. I really don't. It's really difficult to find good people that can do good massage work and take care of you and your mental health. She makes you laugh sometimes. Sometimes she makes you cry. She does good deep tissue work. But I really hope you'll give her the opportunity to stay in the area. Thank you.
Anyone else? Well, my only experience with therapy of this type was that scene in The Godfather. And that didn't turn out too well. But you must have brought all your clients with you today. Would you like to make any more comments? Are you all done? You happy? Okay. Is there anyone in the audience wishing to speak in favor? Is there anyone opposed? The chair closes the petition to the floor and asks the board for discussion and a motion.
I'd like to make a motion that this young lady in her profession continue to go forward.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the petition. Hold the board.
Mr. Bias?
Present. Yeah, aye.
Ms. Radakovich?
Aye.
Mr. Nachtrieb?
Aye.
Mr. Riggs?
Aye.
Ms. Rohr?
Aye.
Chairman Hennessy.
Aye.
So this will go to City Council on September 16th and 17th with the recommendation for approval, but check the agendas, make sure it continues on that path. Next petition is number 2020-40. The applicant is Scott Falcone. Owner is New Century Automotive Sales, doing business as Right Way Auto. Location is 1705 West Jefferson Street. Request is a variation. Under purpose, the applicant is requesting a variation to allow a non-masonry material on the front facade of the existing used car dealership at 1705 West Jefferson Street, which is being remodeled for a World Automotive Used Car Center. The Zoning Board of Appeals makes a final decisions on these variance requests. Site-specific information: the subject's location is the site of the former Burt Adams Pontiac Automotive Dealership. Site was vacant for a period that exceeded 6 months, requiring a special use permit for automotive sales, which the City Council approved in September 2007. That included used automotive sales. Various used car dealerships have operated here since then, with the last one being Right Way Automotive Sales. Property is zoned B3 General Business. Under surrounding zoning, land use, and character, to the north is R5 multifamily housing. To the south is B1 commercial and retail uses. To the east is B3 gas station. To the west is B3 tire sales, replacement shop, and restaurant. Under applicable regulations, section 47-15H, non-residential design standards, and 47-19.8, finding of facts supporting a variation, and you could refer to the attachment for that. Under discussion, Mr. Scott Falcone, who is the contract purchaser of the used car dealership property at 1705 West Jefferson Street, seeks to open a new used car dealership called World Automotive Used Car Center at this location. The applicant desires to rebrand the building with updates to the facade that will include exterior insulation, finishing systems, EFIS, cladding, which is a synthetic stucco type exterior cladding, and engineered wood siding. City's non-residential design standards, section 47-15H, requires masonry as a predominant building material on commercial buildings. The applicant seeks to cover over the existing painted yellow brick and stone with majority board and batten style EFIS cladding. Therefore, the applicant requires approval of a variance from the city's non-residential design standards in order for the project to proceed. The concept plan for the facade renovation is attached. Under conditions, we have none, and that concludes our staff report.
Commissioner? Do you swear the evidence you're about to present to be the truth under penalty of law?
I do.
Name and address. Your name and address, please.
Scott Falcone, 8877 South Madison Street, Burr Ridge. That's hopefully self-explanatory. We're just trying to improve the look of the facility, hopefully to match our Kia store down the street. We'll be retailing used cars out of here, and we'll be storing other vehicles there. We'll be able to expand our mechanical operations as well to kind of take some pressure off of the current location. It's quite congested over there. It's not a great retail experience for our customers. So we think this will help us, to expand, to sell more cars in general, and also provide a better experience for our current guests. So, the building we have now is just not up to speed.
Use this for repairs?
Pardon?
You're gonna use it for auto repairs also?
For something?
Auto repairs.
We are going to do what we call internal repairs. We're not going to do a retail repair. So we will perform all of our used car inspections there. There are 5 service bays inside of there. They're ready to go, and it's fine. So we'll be able to bring all of our used car repairs inside there, and then present those, to the public. We'll also be able to do our new car pre-delivery inspections. That's about 150 operations per month that we perform that we'll be able to get out of a congested area now down the street on Jefferson. But it won't be a retail exposure. We won't be inviting guests in to pay for anything there. We won't be sending any customers down there at all. This will just be what we call internal work.
Any questions by the board?
I just wanted to clarify. So the location that you're seeking now, you would not have retail customers come?
We would have retail buyers come, but not retail mechanical customers.
I see. Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? Nobody in the audience wishing to speak. Therefore, the chairman closes the petition to the floor and asks the board for discussion.
I'd like to make a motion that he be accepted.
I would second that.
Motion and a second. Go ahead.
And I second it.
We have a motion and a second to approve.
Ms. Radakovich?
Approve?
Mr. Nachtrieb?
Aye.
Mr. Riggs?
Aye.
Ms. Rohr?
Aye.
Mr. Bias?
Aye.
Chairman Hennessy.
Aye.
That
Thank
vote
you.
is final for approval. Next on the agenda is old new business, not for final action or recommendation. We have none. After that is public comment. Anybody wanting to make a public comment can do so, but,
There are 3 ghosts out there.
okay. And we could move to adjournment.
Motion would be in order to adjourn. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.